Hey there, welcome to the world of video rentals. Today we're going to dive into the story of the one and only Blockbuster Video. That's right, the OG of video rental stores that changed the game for movie lovers everywhere. Now, if you're anything like me, you probably have some fond memories of running to Blockbuster on a Friday night to pick out the latest release. And even if you're too young to remember Blockbuster's heyday, trust me, this is a story worth hearing. We're going to talk about how Blockbuster rose to fame and what ultimately led to its downfall. But more importantly, we'll explore the impact Blockbuster had on popular culture and the video rental industry as a whole. So if you're ready for a little nostalgia trip or just curious about the history of one of the most iconic companies of our time, stick around. By the end of this video, you'll have a newfound appreciation for the power of a good movie and the legacy Blockbuster left behind. But before we get started, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any of our upcoming videos. Trust me, you won't want to miss this. Picking up where we left off, let's dive into the rise of Blockbuster. This iconic video rental chain had humble beginnings in Dallas, Texas, but quickly grew into a household name across the United States. The company's early success can be attributed to its innovative business model, which allowed customers to rent movies for a fraction of the cost of buying them. But it wasn't until Blockbuster was acquired by media giant Viacom in 1994 that the company truly took off. With Viacom's deep pockets and global reach, Blockbuster was able to expand into international markets, opening stores in Canada, the United Kingdom, Australia, and more. So what made Blockbuster so successful? Well, for starters, the company had a massive selection of movies and TV shows, making it a one-stop shop for all your home entertainment needs. Plus, their stores were conveniently located in strip malls and shopping centers, making it easy for customers to swing by and pick up a movie on a whim. But perhaps the biggest factor contributing to Blockbuster's dominance was their exclusive deals with major movie studios. These agreements gave Blockbuster first dibs on new releases, making it the go-to destination for movie lovers everywhere. Of course, as we all know, Blockbuster's reign didn't last forever. The rise of streaming services and digital downloads ultimately led to the company's downfall. But for a time, Blockbuster was the king of the video rental industry, and its impact on the way we consume media cannot be overstated. Now let's talk about the fall of one of the biggest names in the video rental industry, Blockbuster. As streaming services like Netflix began to rise in popularity, Blockbuster struggled to keep up. They had a chance to purchase Netflix for a mere $50 million back in 2000, but they passed on the opportunity. That decision would come to haunt them in the years to come. Blockbuster tried to compete with Netflix by offering their own online rental service, but it was too little too late. The convenience of streaming movies and TV shows from the comfort of your own home was just too appealing to audiences. But it wasn't just their failure to adapt to the changing industry that led to their downfall. Blockbuster also faced financial troubles and a massive debt, and as the digital age continued to progress, Blockbuster stores became a symbol of the past, a relic of a time when people had to physically go to a store to rent a movie. It's easy to point fingers and assign blame. But in reality, it was a combination of cultural and technological factors that led to the demise of Blockbuster. The rise of streaming services like Netflix and the convenience they offered, paired with Blockbuster's inability to adapt quickly enough, ultimately led to their fall. It's a cautionary tale for any business that fails to keep up with the times. As we delve deeper into the history of Blockbuster, we can't help but feel a sense of nostalgia for the days of physical media. There was something special about browsing the aisles of a Blockbuster store, picking out the perfect movie for a night in with friends or family. But Blockbuster was much more than just a beloved movie rental chain. It had a profound cultural impact on our society, shaping the way we consume media for years to come. And while the company may be gone, its influence can still be felt today. In many ways, Blockbuster paved the way for the streaming services that we know and love today. It was one of the first companies to recognize the potential of home entertainment, and it played a major role in shaping the movie rental industry. But as we all know, Blockbuster's success was short-lived. The company made some missteps along the way, failing to adapt to changing technologies and consumer preferences. And ultimately, it was these mistakes that led to its downfall. So what can we learn from Blockbuster's rise and fall? Well, perhaps the most important lesson is that no company is invincible. Even the biggest and most successful companies can fall victim to complacency and a failure to innovate. But the legacy of Blockbuster lives on, both as a beloved cultural icon and as a cautionary tale for businesses everywhere. So let's take a moment to appreciate the impact that this company had on our lives and to reflect on the lessons that we can all learn from its story. Now that we've explored the rise and fall of Blockbuster, it's important to take a step back and examine the larger picture of the video rental industry. By understanding the history of this industry, we can gain valuable insight into current media trends and consumer behavior. As we've seen, Blockbuster's story is a cautionary tale about the dangers of complacency and resistance to change. However, it's also a reminder of the power of innovation and adaptation in the face of evolving technologies and consumer preferences. So what can we learn from Blockbuster's demise? One key takeaway is the importance of staying ahead of the curve and anticipating shifts in the market. By embracing new technologies and adapting to consumer demands, companies can avoid becoming obsolete and remain competitive in the ever-changing media landscape. But beyond the business lessons, there's also a cultural significance to the history of the video rental industry. For many of us who grew up in the 90s and early 2000s, Blockbuster was more than just a store. It was a part of our childhood memories and a symbol of a bygone era. So, as we reflect on Blockbuster's legacy and the broader story of the video rental industry, let's not forget the role it played in shaping our collective cultural experience. I hope this video has been informative and entertaining for you. If you have any thoughts or comments, I encourage you to share them in the comments section below. And as always, thank you for watching.